Now, Dr. Ben Carson's running for president on the Republican side, so of course he's conservative, and part of that is not in favor of gay marriage, I'll tell you that. In fact, he thinks, well, what's the big deal about gay marriage? Being gay is not like being black or anything like that. We're not taking away their civil rights. It's a choice. In fact, Dr. Carson, take it away.
People have no control over their race, for instance.
You think they have control over their sexuality?
Absolutely.
You think being gay is a choice?
Absolutely.
Why do you say that?
Because a lot of people who go into prison straight, and when they come out, they're gay. So did something happen while they were in there? Are you denying that that's true?
Yeah, kind of. It doesn't really work that way. Now, there happens to be a lot of, unfortunately, sex in prison. I say unfortunately because a lot of it is rape, and that doesn't really qualify as anybody changing their gender identities or their preferences, okay? Now, in some cases, of course, some people decide to take action in that regard. They have consensual sex inside prison, but it's not nearly as ridiculous and simplistic as people go into prison straight, they come out gay. They all do. Okay, now obviously ridiculous. Now, not only Democrats, but some Republicans got on him too. They're like, dude, that's not really how it works. Not the best example. So he decides that he's going to issue a bit of an apology. Oh, okay, good. He says that he realized that my choice of language does not reflect fully my heart on gay issues. I love when they talk about their heart, right? Like, now, you got to understand something. My heart doesn't want gay people to have same rights as straight people, but it also doesn't hate gay people. It's a very conflicted heart. It goes like, I kind of don't like gays, but I kind of think that they're okay. I don't know. Okay. He clarifies further, I do not pretend to know how every individual came to their sexual orientation. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I regret that my words to express that concept were hurtful and divisive, and for that I apologize unreservedly to all that were offended, including Republican donors. Oh, he didn't mention that last part, but that might have been relevant in the apology. Now, I mean, people have been going, these conservatives and Republicans have been going against gay rights forever. Now, all of a sudden, a little backpedal for some reasons that are clear and some reasons that are not quite as clear. Now, it doesn't mean that he's not going to defend himself. He's going to go to one classic and one unorthodox move to defend himself. He's on Sean Hannity's program. Let's go to the classic move.
There was an article that was written today that the next Republican presidential nominee is going to be the person that handles the press the best. And that means the liberal press. And you went on to say, because a lot of people, well, why don't you explain what you said?
Yeah.
And
well, sure. Well, first of all, it was a 25-minute interview. They chopped, and you see what part they emphasize. We talked about some really important things. None of that was brought out. But I did learn something very important. For certain networks, never do a pre-taped interview. Always do it live.
So then they cut it up
that.
and they slice and dice, and it's not in its proper context. They put this part in, but not that part in.
Yeah, oldest trick in the book. It wasn't me. A goddamn liberal press. Then why'd you apologize? Oh, they chopped it up. Wait. Did they chop up your answer? No. The question and answer were given in its full context. You were just hurt that they didn't run all 25 minutes, which I don't know if you've ever turned on television. It's not really how it works. They don't run 25-minute interviews in the middle of their news programs, okay? Unless you're the Pope or something. I'm pretty sure you're not the Pope. Okay, so, there's the liberal press. They twisted my word. Then why'd you apologize? For a second there in the middle, he's like, I learned a lesson. I was like, oh, you learned a lesson about sexual orientation, etc. No. I learned a lesson. It's the goddamn liberal press. That's what the problem is. Okay, now, that's all normal to be expected. Here's where he went in a different direction, which I find quite funny. Let's listen in.
I simply have decided I'm not going to really talk about that issue anymore, because every time I'm gaining momentum, the liberal press says, let's talk about gay rights. And I'm just not going to fall for that anymore.
I actually think it's smart, and the media wants to get, especially Republicans, distracted. They don't ask Democrats tough questions.
That's hilarious. Since my position on gay rights makes no goddamn sense at all, I'm going to just shut my mouth. My new stance going forward on gay rights is a tall glass of shut-up juice for me. Well, you know what? That's not such a bad idea. for all of your stupid stances, maybe you don't say them at all. Eventually, Ben Carson's entire campaign is, come on, dude. Are you going to run for president? And your stance is, well, on some stuff where I'm wrong, I'm just going to shut up about it and not talk about those issues. Then why don't you change your position? Why don't you think it through for a second? You might be on the wrong side if your position is so bad that even you can't talk about it.